Welcome everyone to Boeing, the largest aircraft manufacturer in the world. My name is Larry, and I will be your pilot today to guide you safely through this tour. We at Boeing Salt Lake are excited to take you on this amazing tour of our facility. Along the way, I will explain our process for creating horizontal stabilizers, and I will also explain some of the terms that we use. Like horizontal stabilizers are the horizontal fins on the tail of an airplane. You see, the horizontal tail fins help to stabilize the plane during flight. With that said, let's begin our journey. Remember to keep your safety glasses on at all times. But first, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. Meet Billy the Boeing airplane. He's not just any type of airplane, he's a 787 Boeing Dreamliner. He's a happy Boeing guy, and it's always been his dream to fly. But as you can tell, Billy's horizontal tail fins are not installed yet. Without them, Billy cannot fly. Here at Boeing, we will fabricate those horizontal stabilizers to make Billy's dreams come true. Get ready, Billy. In just 15 days, we will have those tail fins ready for you, and you'll be flying through the air in no time. Before we jump into the process, let's take a look at the designs of Billy's horizontal stabilizers. The inside will be constructed of 5 I-beams called spars that run the length of the stabilizer. These spars are sandwiched in between 2 layers we call skins. The I-beams and the skins will form Billy's new stabilizers. We're clear for takeoff. Let's see how these spars and skins are created. The first step to create Billy's horizontal stabilizers is to get the tape out of the -10 Fahrenheit freezer. That's right, Billy's tail fins are made out of tape, but not just any tape. We use 6-inch pre-preg unidirectional carbon fiber tape. It's made of resin that acts like glue and made of carbon fiber as thin as a piece of paper, but is very strong and light. Now that's some impressive tape. Now that we have our tape, Billy, let's get out of this cold room. The tape is then taken to our CTLM area. CTLM, that's contoured tape layup machine. That's right, this machine builds parts using tape. It can lay multiple rolls of tape at a time on this contoured surface with speeds up to 2,000 inches per minute. That's like a 1-minute 50-yard dash while using 2 tape guns. Okay, here's your tape guns. Let's see how you match up against our CTLM. On your mark, get set, and they're off. Remember not to miss any of those contours and keep it in a straight line. And the CTLM wins by a long shot! Good race, but let's leave the taping up to the machine. You can see that this CTLM is a very sophisticated and impressive machine. They are even equipped with a navigator that can generate 40 sextillion different ways to layer tape. That's hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, and sextillion different ways to apply the tape. Whew. Now that's a smart machine! And the accuracy is incredible. The head positioning is accurate within 4,000ths of an inch. That's as thin as a human hair. Talk about down to detail. Fire up the machines, and let's make some skins. In the first area, the CTLM will create the upper and lower skins for the stabilizer. The CTLM will begin to lay down the tape layers onto the contoured mandrel. A mandrel is a large base that the CTLMs will tape onto. They are huge and weigh up to 30,000 pounds. That's like 8 compact cars. After the machine completes a skin, it'll weigh about 350 pounds. Each skin consists of about 70 layers of tape that ends up being only a ½ inch thick. The second CTLM area is used to create the I-beam parts, better known as the spars. The spars are made up of 2 C-shaped pieces. To create the pieces, we first apply the tape flat onto the table. Then they are taken to the forming area. The flat tape is placed on a C-shaped block. Using heat and pressure, the machine presses the tape into a C shape. We place 2 of these C-shaped pieces back to back and assemble them together to form an I-beam. You'll notice that there's a gap created by placing them back to back. How can we fill this gap? Think about it. Use your noodle. Wait, perfect! A noodle! That's what we need! Our radius filler fabrication cell is a system of machines that work together to produce these triangle-shaped noodles made of the same carbon tape. Once completed, they are assembled into the spar. But first we need some help from our strong AGV friends. Our AGV automated guided vehicles are one of the superheroes in our facilities. Able to lift 115,000 pounds, this amazing robot is used to transport everything heavy on the ground. It precisely follows a magnetic strip on the floor and is able to maneuver through various turns and into machine and work areas. Huzzah! All of these pieces are gathered to our assembly station. First, a lower skin panel is brought in using an AGV. Then 5 sets of spars are loaded into the assembly jig and then lifted and placed on top of the lower skin panel. Finally, the upper skin panel is rotated 180 degrees and placed on top of the spars. Those 5 spars are like 5 strips of bacon on a hoagie roll, just waiting to be cooked. This massive stacked steel sandwich weighs over 70,000 pounds and is ready to be bagged, sealed, and delivered to the autoclave for the cure process. I can tell that Billy the Boeing airplane is getting excited. With the help from our AGV, his horizontal stabilizers just entered the autoclave, a massive room that is 18 feet in diameter and 55 feet long. If it were filled with ping pong balls, it would require 12 million to fill it up. Sounds like a pretty good April Fool's prank. The autoclave is like a giant pressure cooker that cures our stacked steel sandwich at 350 degrees at a pressure of 100 psi while simultaneously being held under a vacuum for 12 hours. This heat, pressure, and vacuum in the autoclave combine to produce a horizontal stabilizer with the strength and integrity necessary for Billy to fly for a long time. All done! When our stacked steel sandwich is all cooked, we refer to it as a multi-spar box. But you can still think of it as a bacon sandwich. Man, who's hungry? The cured multi-spar box is unwrapped and sent to the next station for inspection. The plugs and mandrels that were used are sent back to the beginning of the manufacturing process to start on another set of stabilizers. In order for Billy to receive his horizontal tail fins, they will have to pass 4 critical inspections. They will have to pass the superhero stabilizer exams. We use ultrasound that helps us see through solid structures. Pretty amazing. All of these inspections are done with great detail and attention. Now that our stabilizers have passed the superhero stabilizers exam, it is graduated to the trim and drill machines for a much needed trim. Gotta look sharp. These precise machines trim the edge around the box, drill hundreds of holes, and prepare the surface for assembly of important control motors and fittings to join the other side of the stabilizer. After completing the trim and drill process, it's time for a good wash. The mechanics in the wash bay will wash the box inside and out to prepare it for the DAF cell. The DAF cell is a place where we install hundreds of fasteners in the multi-spar box. We accomplish this by using 2 robots, Butch and Sundance. These are the fastest in the West when it comes to installing fasteners. They line up on each side of the box. Ready? Draw. They can drill the hole, inspect the hole, and then install a fastener in the hole faster than you can spit shine your boots. Butch and Sundance not only know what size fastener to use in each hole, but they can do it with incredible accuracy. And now for the final steps in the manufacturing process. We seal all edges and prime the entire spar box. Once completed, the multi-spar box is carefully loaded into a shipping container and shipped to our Boeing Salt Lake sister facility. There, they commence the assembly join of both right and left horizontal stabilizers. They will also install the motors and fittings. Billy's horizontal stabilizers are shipped from Salt Lake City to either Everett, Washington or Charleston, South Carolina for final 787 assembly. Billy is ready for his first flight. Thanks to our process here, we will assure that Billy and other Boeing 787s just like him will be flying safely for years to come. This has been a great experience to teach you the process we use here at Boeing Salt Lake to create 787 horizontal stabilizers. This is Larry, your pilot. Thanks for flying with us today on this amazing tour. Thank you for coming. We hope you have a great day and safe travels.